That's a lot of chickens. So welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I hope this goes well. What I'm showing you here is my chicken plant on my survival world. I want to show you why I think this is a great design, a unique approach. I've never seen anybody else do it this way. Hopefully somebody finds it useful. I will build it in creative and then bring you back here to see some other parts, but let me show you how to build this and why I think it's a great approach to take and how you can expand it as you go throughout the game. Okay, we'll start with a brand new creative world. We'll make this redstone ready world. Alright, and then we can get started. So let me do some basic setup here. Alright, there we go. So some rocks here, as if I was building this into the side of a mountain or something. What we need first is a trench, 8 blocks long. Alright, and at this end, I'm going to put a hopper facing out. And at this end, I'm bucket of water. Up here, we want to put another bucket so that the water falls over like that. And then I'm going to put some glass here just so we can see what's going on. Okay, so there we have it. There's the basic outline of the chicken plant. Now, of course, in survival, you would be collecting eggs from somewhere, or maybe push some adult chickens in here, whatever. The idea, of course, is to get some chickens. For creative, I'll get some grown-ups in here, make things a little faster. And here is the principle behind this. These guys are going to collide and push some of the chickens into this water, and they'll drown. But the nice thing about this is that the young chickens, the babies, will stay down here, and they will not drown. So only the adults, of course, dropping their meat and their feathers into the hopper. That's your basic starter. Now, of course, as the game progresses, we want to add some automation. So let me dig out a part of this down here, and I'll show you what I'd like to do next. Okay, so that's dug out. What I do now is I automate hatching the eggs. And the way I like to do that is to use 2 droppers and a dispenser here to bring the eggs back up out of an item sorter. If you're planning ahead, you can put these down when you first build it. It makes it a little easier, but if you didn't plan ahead, you can just go into your farm and place them. So dropper, dropper, dispenser. There we go. I'll replace that glass later. And then we need our sorter here. To build the item sorter, I'll bring the hopper chain around like that, and the sorter will be over here. We're going to use 2 more hoppers for that. That one will point at the comparator that'll be there, and then this one will point into the bottom dropper. Alright, and then we put eggs in here. So now only eggs will come through here, get pushed into the bottom. Everything else will come on through this chain. So let me dig a little bit more of this out. Okay, and in here we're going to put the redstone to first detect the eggs. and then cause this clock to fire the eggs out. And there we go. At this point, we've got a pretty much fully automated chicken plant. You can collect all your stuff here. The eggs, of course, will be going down here now. Hatching chickens. Adults get pushed up and drown. Everything gets collected. Now, as I said, you can expand on this. So what I'll do next is widen it. I want to add the hoppers in here first. And then we can go ahead and dig out this. Alright, so now it's wider. You want to go ahead and put some water here. And I'm going to make a change now to explain why I did that. I'm going to take this water out. What I'd like to do next is add another bit of automation to cook the chickens. So let me dig out some more of this here and I'll resume. Alright, so I dug that out. And the reason I dug that out is because I like to do this. Put some iron bars here. These guys are going to get forced up and drop out. But instead of drowning, we have something else waiting for them. And of course, they'll catch fire and cook. And what I like to do then is put some hoppers down here to collect the meat and feathers and bring it out. So let me go ahead and do that. There you go. Of course, you want to make sure that all the hoppers point in direction so that they feed out. And you need a wall here. So that our chickens can't get loose. Alright, we'll put some more chickens in there and show you how this works. Okay, we got lots of chickens in there now, so we can watch this work. You see that they get pushed out, they catch fire, and they run away. Drop all their goodies into the hoppers. Okay, and then now we have our cooked meat here. Now there's one other thing I still like to do that I do in my survival world. I'm not going to show you here, I'm going to show you back there. But I like to be able to drown these guys still. So I'm going to keep these hoppers here and these hoppers and connect them together. But let me get back into my other world and I'll show you why. Alright, here we are back in my real world. And you can see what I was talking about. I made this a little wider actually, so they drop down there to cook. But the other addition is up here. And the reason I did this is because I still want to be able to get raw meat from these guys when I want it. And the reason I want to do that is because that's what the villagers trade some of them for. So I added hoppers up there so I can turn on this water. And when that water's on, they drown instead of falling in there to cook. And as I said, I've got the 2 rows of hoppers. The cooked ones over here. They join up with these. So here I can say eggs if I want them. Up there I can turn on the water to determine if I want them to cook or be raw. And all of this goes down into my item sorter down in my house below. So there you have it. This is my favorite chicken plant. I haven't seen anybody else use this approach. It's hands-free. You don't have to mess with it once you got it running. I think it's the best way to go. So hopefully somebody finds this useful. And hope you enjoyed my first YouTube video.